Hello, and in this video, I'm gonna ask you why should you learn Punjabi? Now, you may be sitting there like, alright, we got French, I got Spanish, I got maybe Japanese, and like, why should I learn Punjabi over all of those? And better yet, why should I learn Punjabi over Hindi? Now, a lot of people can't really give too many good reasons, unless you ask them. And I was like, man, there aren't many videos about that, are they? So I'm gonna make videos for you. I'm gonna make the video for you. First things first, the artists. Now, before Punjabi people will start commenting in the comment section, be like, bro, you really
Bruh.
picked these four? Like, you couldn't have thought of anybody better. I had to pick somebody that was, like, at least a little bit well known, alright? And then I picked one random guy that you guys don't know, but he's Imran Khan, the singer, not the politician. And he's the GOAT. I don't care what anybody has to say. He's the GOAT. His album, Unforgettable, is the best. But I think that the music itself is one of the really good reasons to learn the language. It's very unique in a way. And there are tons of artists. These aren't just the four, and there's definitely female artists as well. It's just that a lot of the times, like, I know the music, but I don't know the name. Um, but, like, I just picked some, like, general ones here. You guys should definitely learn the language for the music. The music is really it has a like very like specific feel to it. Where like though somebody will mix rap with Punjabi, but it'll be very like in a sort of cultural way. It won't just be like rapping about like money and stuff, right? It'll be more about like rapping about like like past relationships or something, or it might be how like especially with Diljit Dosanjh, he has also like made music about how past relationships, in a lot of his videos, and a lot of these songs are well known in the Punjabi community, and they're well known as music in general, even if you don't know the artist, even people all around India listen to Punjabi music just because of how good it is. Especially, I think the big two. I would say these are the big two. I don't know if they really are. So yeah, this was one of the only Pakistani Punjabi singers I could find. Technically born in the Netherlands, but father, I think, yeah, father's from Pakistan. He's a goat. He's really good music. I think his album, which I've already mentioned, Unforgettable, is really good. Listen to the entire thing. Um, and yeah, he doesn't upload as much now, but I really like his music, and I feel like that's enough for you to learn Punjabi. Like it's really good. Um, Next are the movies, and I already screwed that up. Next are the movies. Right here, these are five movies that I've watched, and also I've asked my parents what they watched. And also, these are ones that I asked them because usually for me, I can just put on any Punjabi movie and just enjoy it because I just am simple like that. But with my parents, they're like, look, we got to give you some specific movies. So I asked them for some specific movies, and these are the ones they picked. So either you Punjabi guys agree, Punjabi people agree, leave them in the comments. If you don't, that's something else. But movies like Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. 420, Chal Mera Putt, Love Punjab, Nikka Zeldar, Angrez. I think they're really cool movies. This one is more historical. This is a love movie. This is a very funny comedy movie. I'm not even gonna lie. You can already tell by this over here. I think that out of anything on on this list, the movies themselves are like the biggest reason to learn the language. Like I actually like if I had to give somebody like the ultimate reason to learn this language, it would be the movies. Like just that's really it. Like I think like like even at general Indian people, like if they wanted to learn like another Indian language, right? Like say like they only speak Hindi and English, then they might be like, man, I'll learn Punjabi because of the movies. Like the movies are like one of the biggest reasons to learn the language. The third biggest reason, and also watch these movies. At the minimum, put them in English subtitles, but I definitely recommend learning the language for it because they're just subtle nuances that you're just not gonna get from watching it in English. And then you have the people, and this was one of the only non-copyright images I could find. That's why they're all women. But uh, yeah, the people, and I'm not trying to make a subtle remark like, oh yeah, you should learn Punjabi because of the woman, but the people in general are really cool people, really nice people to talk to. having conversation, they make jokes and stuff, and when you start understanding them and you take part in the conversation, it'd be cool. And also, this does depend on your race. If you're Indian, it's not as much, but if you only spoke Hindi before, they're gonna really appreciate it. So if you want to join just for like the fame, like, oh, they all know me as like one guy who speaks Punjabi even though he's not from Punjab, there's a good enough reason right there to learn it. um and then right here is also you become the cool person. I think that's like a great reason on its own. Just become the cool person. I mean, like imagine being like the not so much in America, but in Canada especially. Like if you're like that one kid who knows Punjabi with the other Punjabi kids and you're speaking Punjabi, you'll be known as like the coolest kid ever. Like, gotta be honest there. You're gonna be really cool. So those are my reasons to learn Punjabi. I think you guys definitely should learn it. It like there's just so much content. If you don't care about talking, if you don't care about outputting in the language, at least understanding and getting the understanding the movies and stuff and understanding the jokes, it will be awesome. I don't know how to really explain it into words because the movies themselves are just so good. Like I've seen my parents and me myself dying of laughter. Like we literally cannot breathe watching some of these movies. So you should watch it too. And some of them, it's not even about the what do you call it? It's not even about sometimes the comedy, which is the biggest reason you should learn is the comedic movies. It's sometimes the just general plain love movies. They're also really good. But I think the comedy movies is where like I don't think a single Hindi film can beat it. And that's enough of a reason for me to tell you to learn the language. If you don't care so much about the movies, the music is another reason. I bet you sometimes get tired, like, man, I'm tired of listening to rap music, man, I'm tired of listening to country music, man, I'm tired of listening folk music or something. Like, I just want something different, right? And you may be already listening to music from different cultures, especially if you like anime, might be listening to anime music. If you like K-pop, you might be listening to South Korean music, and that's of course there. But I think with Punjabi music, since it's not been given enough love, you'd fall in love with it. You just gotta just immerse yourself in it and actually like pick an artist, pick their album or pick a song, start listening to it, put it on YouTube Music, let it like pick random Punjabi music to listen to that you might enjoy. Really good. And like, look, I only put four artists here, right? There are so many. If Punjabi people are watching this, leave them in the comments below because we need to get people to learn, right? And if uh, if the Punjabi people and not being cool is not enough, those two are one of the biggest reasons. There are way more reasons than just this. Of course, you have literature. Of course, if you're traveling in Punjab, or other reasons. But I just don't think out of all of them, like literature. I don't. I'm not trying to degrade Punjabi literature. It's great, right? I've never personally read it, but I can tell it's great. I can also ask my parents; they'll say it's great. But the fact of the matter is that most people in my generation are not gonna want to learn a language for literature. If you are, you should learn it, especially I think Pakistani Punjabi literature, Islamic Punjabi literature. That's something. But yeah, and also if you guys have any like Western Punjabi, Western, I keep using different words, Pakistani Punjabi movies, more artists, leave them in the comments below. I haven't seen any from Pakistan or in that version of Punjabi, and the only music I've ever found is from Imran Khan, which is why I named him the GOAT. There you go, right? I'm showing no bias. He is the GOAT of all Punjabi music. I don't care. Like if you listen to, I haven't heard a bad song on his album Unforgettable. So yeah, learn the language, guys. Just learn the language. Don't have doubts. Just dive straight in. And if after a while you get bored, even the little things that you learn that can help you in the long run, and you might want to re-pick it up. Just get yourself in there. Start immersing. Start learning the language. Start maximizing that input, and then like after a while you start speaking that. It's gonna really help you out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.